Okay, this, if you ask me, may be, Santos already knows this, the guy that's running the camera, they're practicing while I put up my spiel. This may be the biggest breakthrough in golf ever. There may have actually been a time in tribal days where there were these two approaches, these two swings that were possible, and we know which one won. The top-heavy strength, the crack of the ball is where you know, everybody's going bam, have that be the center of their swing. That's the psychology of it or something. Anyway, so here's this one. If you're a newbie, you'll find I don't want you to be embarrassed to come up to the first tee the first time you play with other golfers and find out you're standing the wrong direction. I want you to know that this is not generally accepted as the way that you swing the club. Anyway, so I just invented this swing. I just found it, you know, after 20 years. But I started floating near it 3-4 months ago. Few clues. This thing helped a lot. This is my interpretation of the stack and tilt, where you drop that weight and it makes your hip turn. You don't have to turn anything. Your hip turns automatically. Anyway, it led to this. And here we are. There's the target line. There's 90 degrees to it, coming right off my left arm. And I scolded, or whatever you call it. I bladed it, but it went dead straight. So I've been telling people I have this swing, I just don't know how to run it yet. And you can't be quick and stuff like that. But anyway, so I figure I've got this video where I'll come back the next chance I get, and we'll have further installments, and people can see a person actually learn a swing. Because what I'm missing now is I don't have the exact. Anyway, here are the ingredients. The elbow. Here, if you can do this, you can do this golf swing. Yes, no. Anyway, so the elbow tells you you're going to start with your arm touching your elbow, and that's like the built-in what do they call a golf gimmick? Did you hit that shot? You didn't mean to, right?
They've all been going straight with the new swing.
Yeah, the new swing. Anyway, so there I am getting back toward that aggressive thing. There's just a really close line where this is more of a, I think you can do it either way, but the secret is that I'm doing is I am, the entire swing is with the lower body, and these parts up here act like the stays in an umbrella. They don't supply any power. There are no muscles associated with them. This is a key ingredient. You know, I could be wrong, but anyway, this elbow only has one bending direction. This wrist is locked. It can go back this way, which is fine at the top of the hinge at the top, but it can be locked. You can just leave it like that. And then the grip, this is from the Jimmy Ballard story, that you just close your wrists, your fingers on your club, and it can't come out. It's like the finger thing, that Chinese finger thing. Won't come out. So these things are completely loose. The ideal swing, which you can be around with other amounts of effort, but the ideal swing would be one where, sorry, all this stuff is so completely loose, and the lower body starts it. You sense when it's time to start your downswing, but you are not exerting anything with the top half. Nothing. No exertion. It's just antithetical or something to the swings of the past. Anyway, so here I am. I don't know exactly, when we get to the bigger clubs, you can see the error more. It's more pronounced at greater distances. But I don't know exactly. But what I'm saying is that with this built-in, there's a very limited range. Whereas if your arms are off your body, anything's possible. Anyway, so you have this thing. If this works, it's incredible, because anybody would, geometrics or engineer or somebody would tell you that, my God, of course it's completely much more stable, well, the main thing being that the possibilities are much smaller. When I have this connected, there's only a few ways you can be. But as opposed to this. Anyway, so there's the hinge, there's this, and then we push off with the lower body like this. That's the push off, and once this thing's, anyway, because of this, the only movement is this turn right here, and it just doesn't have all these thousands of variables. It's a basic thing. When you turn your hips, that's the basic I can't see that people's hips are, if this was a method being taught everywhere, that they would spend all this time figuring out the exact hip turn. I think anybody's natural hip turn will put this swing into motion, and it ends up, because of these restrictions, it ends up just a no-brainer to hit it in a certain line every time. And then we use this in putting too. It ends up being, all you have to be concerned with after you've chosen your line is choosing the line and the distance. Because when you putt like this, it will be the exact swing every time, and it's based on this still again. And where, of course, the lower body was never supposed to be used in a putt, that's how big this change is. This difference is. Anyway, so, and then this is so sweet, you get to just let it go, let it bounce as much as it wants to. The lag is guaranteed a lag. We'll see if we have the speed changing editing. I haven't used it yet. Oh man, now I can just start swinging. I've said my piece. Now I was playing with something where I went from, you can be completely passive, no tension, no aggression, and then this over here is the place where you want to be aggressive and fly into it. And I was playing a little bit with there being this spot that is right in between, that you will be able to have the feel part, the touch part, the aggression, but have an exact line every time, the exact same line. Anyway, it's all within this range. Within the range, there can only be a certain range, because this is all one piece now. It can't be out there. Can't be out there. I might skip that part. Fortunately, they didn't see that only went 20 feet.
I've hit 30 balls, and every one of them's gone straight.
Don't say that, Mark. Mark here, our guest Mark.
It's the truth.
Our guest Mark is my first victim, first and only, well, I mean, I just invented this, and he's been along for the ride. We started Mark out with I mean, I was discouraged. I just didn't know if I could, bring this guy into the, realm of golf that he could enjoy and be successful. Didn't know. But boy, we've gotten some stuff here that he's, haven't you, Mark?
Absolutely. I'm a believer.
He's a believer. Anyway, there it is. There's the basic activity. Everybody can do it. What was that exercise? This I think was the exercise I was doing. Just hold this club in your belly button, and that's it. That's your swing. The top half will be put in a certain position. It won't grab, it won't grip, it won't react to the movement underneath by tightening up. It's all this. And if that doesn't look powerful, I don't know what. Look at that. Why even continue, right? Actually, it's because once you can speak the language, you can go out amongst the natives.
That's right. That's right.
You can go into the jungle and find interesting things and stuff. Look at that. Mr. Dead On. And see, I did all this spiel this morning in my driveway. And one of the things, of course, I got to say was, I was not a good golfer. I broke 80 3 times over a period of 10, 12 years. But I took a lesson from Jimmy Ballard. Anyway, end of story. That's going to be it. Now, a word from our sponsors. Golf Clubs United in, oh yeah, look, we've got one. Hold on to that hold on. Make sure we don't. What do you say? Can you see it? Can it be seen?
It can be seen.
Here, check some of the sparkles and stuff. Get the sparkling action going. You got that? That being sparkling?
Got it, yeah.
I'm trying to cover this little tip here.
She's a beauty.
Ooh, man, look at, oh man, you should see.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
You just think, oh man, my
do
troubles are over. I got this club in my hand.
Don't do it, man.
It's the catapult swing. This is the Soriano swing. This is Alfonso Soriano. Cubs. Back to the... That's it. That's for us goofuses that can't hit it 300 yards. At least we'll enjoy ourselves. Relax. Rip. Whatever. Bam.